What's up, y'all? Jordan Lugo here, Rogue Football. Want to talk with you guys a little bit before we head out on a trip. Me and my wife going on a little vacation here this week. Going to still be producing content, not going to be as graphic heavy or production heavy, but still going to talk with you guys about some NFL draft stuff. Less than a month till the draft now. We are in the month of April. It's coming in hot and heavy. I'm excited for it. But I want to talk to you guys about Drake Maye today, a quarterback who, in my opinion, is being overthought in the worst way. Like, I think there's people that are really overthinking the quarterback prospect that Drake Maye is. For me, he is QB2 in this class. In a lot of classes, he would be QB1. He's one of the more impressive quarterback prospects I have seen since I started scouting for the NFL draft in 2018. And a guy that I just love his game. I love the potential. I love what he puts on tape right now. And so, sure, there are things you can nitpick, but I think when it comes to him and Caleb Williams, two guys that have been at the top of the mountain, so to speak, at the quarterback position, dating back to even before the 2023 NFL draft happened, everybody was fired up about Caleb Williams, about Drake Maye, about their potential. But when you're at the top for that long, it leaves more time for nitpicking and guys overthinking what these prospects are and what they're all about. I think Caleb Williams is an awesome prospect, maybe the best quarterback prospect I've seen since 2018. And Drake Maye is right up there with him, in my opinion. So I want to talk about why I believe so much in Drake Maye here today. And I want to say, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Really appreciate y'all tuning in, helping this channel grow. It's been awesome to see the growth over the last several months. So again, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But talking about Drake Maye as a quarterback, I think start with the physical traits, right? He's 6'4". He's over 220 pounds. He is a great athlete. He's got a fantastic arm. He has creation capacity with his arm. He's able to manipulate the pocket. He's also able to escape the pocket, keep his eyes downfield, throw on the run, throw from odd arm angles, from odd platforms, and put absolute dimes on guys deep down the field. And you see it every single week, multiple times, these insane high-level throws that just about nobody in college or the NFL can make. Only a handful of guys at the next level are able to kind of put some of the throws on tape that Drake Maye is able to do. And then you see, I think, pre-snap, I think the processing there is pretty good. He's able to figure out where he should go with his first, second read more often than not. I love to see that. I think that he is accurate throwing the ball over the middle of the field, which you love to see. A lot of guys at the college level, they can thrive just kind of living on the outside, but in the NFL, you've got to fit the ball into tight windows over the middle of the field. You see Drake Maye do that with consistency. You see him able to, like I said, the athletic ability is so underrated. People talk about Caleb Williams' ability to run around, make magic plays happen. Jaden Daniels being, an unbelievable runner of the football, the speed he brings to the field. I think that Drake Maye's playmaking ability, creation capacity with his arm and with his legs is on par with both of those guys, quite frankly. I think that Caleb Williams might be a little bit more nimble, a little quicker, but I would say Drake Maye's faster in a straight line, and he knows when to take off, and he's able to, again, keep his eyes down the field, know where his receivers are going to be, and make some incredible plays. Like, he makes magic out there on the football field. He makes it happen, and he's tough. He's a guy, again, over 220 pounds. You don't worry as much about a guy like him taking some physical hits at times. Obviously, any quarterback outside of like a Josh Allen, you're going to want them to avoid major hits often. But if there's a situation where it's third and long and Drake Maye, everybody's covered downfield and he has a rushing lane, he's going to be able to get that first down, and he's going to be able to take a hit and still fall forward most often and be able to get that first down for you. I think that's something you love from a quarterback prospect. From an arm talent perspective, as I said, there's nowhere on the field that Drake Maye cannot put the football. Is it as insane as Caleb Williams, in my opinion? Not quite, but his arm talent is elite. Like, he's going to have one of the best arms in the NFL as soon as he gets there, not only from a arm strength perspective, but I love his ability to throw with touch, throw with a little bit take some heat off, right? Obviously, he can throw the fastball, but he can also layer the football over the middle of the field to the intermediate and deep portions of the field, in between zones, right? I just love that ability that he brings to the table. Now, when people talk about his accuracy, to me, he is an accurate quarterback and he has unbelievable ball placement. There are times where you see his footwork get sped up or out of pace, and it can lead to some inconsistency. It can lead to some ugly throws. I think you've seen a lot of really good quarterbacks, though, in this modern era have that issue, right? He's been coached by two different quarterback coaches the last 2 years, two different offenses. So it's not robotic. It's not super. It's not like he's having the same exact drop back and release every single time that he drops back. But I do think if he gets into an NFL system with good quality coaching, they're not going to completely try to make it the same every time for him, but a little bit more of a repeatable process for Drake Maye, I do think would help him long term in the NFL. But for me, when I look at what he brings to the table and compare that to what the top guys in the NFL bring to the table, I see a lot of similarities. Like, you need a big arm, you need size, right? Which quarterbacks in the NFL right now are thriving at the highest level that are not, big, tall, strong, athletic quarterbacks with creation capacity? There aren't really any. I think that maybe when you talk about the second tier and third tier of NFL starting quarterbacks, you can start to get in some guys that don't have the insane physical qualities. But you talk about, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, the guys that are going to be dominating this league for a long time. They all have those traits. They all have a little bit of YOLO ball to their game as well. And Drake Maye certainly has that. Sometimes you want him to rein it in just a little bit. You don't have to have the big play every single time you're out there, every snap, right? You can take a sack if you need to, or you can throw the football away if you need to. You don't have to force it in there every time or make the crazy play. But again, from pretty much all those guys, you saw that ability in college, you saw that ability early in the NFL, and you had to rein it in. And I do think that Drake Maye will have the ability to rein it in. And I would much rather have a quarterback where I have to, tighten it up a little bit than say we're going to have to take plays off the menu because this guy just does not have the ability to throw this football to get it into this window. There's none of that with Drake Maye. Drake Maye can throw the football, put it anywhere he wants to on the football field, in my opinion, execute any style of offense at the next level. I think if you want to be a vertical strike offense, if you want to throw the football deep, if you want it to be touchdown or check down, he can do that for you all day. I think he has the ability to play in a West Coast style offense as well. Now, the one thing I will say, has he taken a lot of snaps under center? No. Has he done a lot of the, turn your back to the defense and play action and then find where your receivers are down the field? No. So maybe not an immediate fit for a Shanahan style offense, but most quarterbacks coming out and from college these days are not a fit for that, even though that is the archetype in the NFL, the best offense in the NFL right now going, Shanahan and McVay, all those guys. He would definitely have some growing pains, some things to learn, but is there any reason you would sit here and say that he can't execute that style of offense? In my opinion, no way. So I think that Drake Maye, yes, there's risk. Yes, there's the possibility that his accuracy doesn't improve, his mechanics don't improve, and find more consistency, right? But there's that risk with any quarterback entering the league ever. There's always that risk. And so for me, it's not something I'm going to worry about or harp on. I'm going to look at what he can do positive for my football team, all the athletic traits and physical traits he has with his arm, the playmaking ability that is so clear, the creation capacity, the ability to hit the deep throws effortlessly, off platform and on the move. And I'm going to try to insert that into my offense and work my offense around what he can do well and build around him. And that's going to give me a chance to have a potentially elite offense, a chance to have a potentially Super Bowl caliber offense, a team that can compete at the highest level against the Patrick Mahomeses of the world, the Josh Allens, all those guys who are just fire-breathing dragons out there. Does Drake Maye give you a chance to have that type of offense, that type of football team He does, in my opinion. And so that's the reason that he should be valued as a top quarterback, as a quarterback that's a potential franchise changer. Yes, there's risk. There's risk with every single pick in the draft. But to me, Drake Maye has the ceiling and the floor that you can get excited about as a quarterback prospect because of his physical traits. And I think that growing up being the youngest son in a family of all boys, that they were just kind of taking it to him his whole life, and he was the young kid trying to catch up with his big bros and be able to compete with them. I think that's going to help him out at the NFL level as well. But bottom line, unbelievable physical talent. He puts it together a lot more than he does not. I think he's been nitpicked to death, and he is one of the top quarterbacks I have seen in a very long time. A quarterback that is absolutely worthy of any draft selection. In most classes, he would be my number one quarterback. It just so happens that he happens to be in the same class with Caleb Williams. That's my thoughts on Drake Maye. Would love to know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the comment section below. You can hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Again, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Really appreciate y'all. Have a good one.